see, sometimes we have dreams. Dreams are normal. But when you have prophetic dreams, it means God is showing you that this thing is going to come to pass. And Joseph was that dreamer. He always dreamed prophetically. And here again, I want you to remember this. When God puts a gift in you, be prepared to be despised. Be prepared to be hated. Be prepared to be looked down upon. Be prepared to always be spoken against. Because people don't like gifts that God places, or special gifts that God places in others. So when you have a gift in you, be prepared to be spoken against. Be prepared to be looked down upon. Be prepared to be despised. Be prepared to be hated. Why? Because those gifts that God gives us, He doesn't give everyone. He gives certain people. And here again, the Word of God says, upon the instructions of his father, Joseph goes to see on his brothers. And here from a distance, the brothers see Joseph coming. And they go on to say, here comes this dreamer. And can I share something with you? God had a purpose for them hating Joseph. God always uses our negatives for a positive. We must always remember that whatever God does in our life, He has a reason for it. It's not that He wanted his brothers to despise him. It's not that He wanted his father to actually love him so much. It's because He was stirring something up in this family. Because God had a bigger purpose for Joseph. Can I share this with you? The Word of God says, because the father loved Joseph, because he was placed in charge, because he was a dreamer, they intended to kill him. But instead, there was divine intervention, and they sold him into slavery. Now hear me out this morning. When we talk about the purpose of God and what God intends to do in our lives, don't be dismayed when you go through challenges in your life. Don't expect everything to work out according to what you want. Because God will use your worst case scenarios to get you where you need to go. Imagine Joseph. God gave him a purpose. And what was that purpose? God told him that he's going to come to a place that his family is going to bow down to him. The sheaves represented his brothers, and they're going to bow down to him. How would that be possible? Joseph could have come to that place and said, I am almost there because my brothers have to submit to me. But God had a bigger plan than Joseph sitting in the comfort of his tent. Then Joseph just using the coat of many colors. Then Joseph just having everything. You see, as much as Joseph was the apple of Jacob's eye, God wanted Joseph to be the apple of his eye. God had a bigger purpose for Joseph. God expected Joseph to do what his dream had actually told him to do. Now this morning as well, loved ones, Joseph, instead of being killed, he was placed in a pit. He was sold into slavery. He was chained and dragged to a foreign country called Egypt. And when he gets there, he stands on a podium and sold as a slave. And here, he becomes a butler. Imagine being in his father's home. He was a supervisor in charge of his brothers. He was the apple of his father's eye. He enjoyed the perks that came with the coat of many colors. Now, in chains, stripped of his robe, and standing before strangers and being bidded for. And then he's forced to become a butler. And what's worse, Potiphar's wife falsely accuses him. And he's placed in prison. But can I share this with you? It took the prison experience in Joseph to see his purpose. Because Joseph had stepped from a prison into a palace. You might be in your prison experience. You might be in your pit experience. You might feel that you are under chains. You might feel you are under bondage. But everything happens with the plan and purpose of God in your life. If you love the Lord will never leave you nor forsake you, church. He will always show up in every situation. God will use your worst situation to your best scenario.
Thank you for watching. I pray you were blessed by this message. Feel free to post a comment on which part of this sermon had been an inspiration to you. And also remember to share this video with friends and loved ones. You may never know how it may impact their lives. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the post notifications for our latest videos. See you soon. God bless you.